Two-Face and Annie Idibia.
Thank you. Look at those two.
After all the building,
Africa
she was
building
in the
award.
hospital.
What did she build?
All he could do.
Why did she build it?
From African Queen.
Now Annie sing the song.
From African Queen.
Now Annie sing the
If she write the
song.
song, you know where
Now
the
she
song
write
go blow.
the song.
You know where the song go blow.
When I keep using this line, hold on, wait. When I keep using this line, say I was with him when he had nothing.
We have stories of men leaving their wives because they gave birth to 4 girls and no boy.
A woman's nature is to be loyal.
Yeah.
But the fact is that we are obligated to remain loyal by all means.
Because loyalty is a problem for you guys.
No, it's not a
Nobody, no woman wants to be house hopping. No woman actually wants to be relationship hopping.
Men are cheaters.
99% of you are.
Not all men. No.
Not all men. Not all
My
men.
father
Most
never
men
slept
are
with my mother. I
70 to
can't
80.
Annie suffered with Two-Face. Two-Face left her. Is it Annie that was writing the song? Is it Annie that was performing on stage? Is it Annie that sang with Kenny Music?
One house. Just let me ask you.
Hold on.
Let me ask you. Do you know what it takes for a woman to stay with a man that cheats as much as that guy does? Can you stay with a woman that cheats like that?
The women that marry King,
No, calm down.
the women that marry King, that the man had 13 wives,
I want to ask you a question.
only one. Two-Face ever told her saying the last woman before for life. Saying they can do
I want to ask you a question.
and stayed on her own accord.
Okay, so
After said and done, the reality is, even on social media, you see that every women are crying these days because
now,
Hey, this is Big Joe Podcast.
My people, what are you guys doing? So welcome to another episode of the Big Joe Talk podcast. You already know what we do right here on the Big Joe Talk podcast. Of course, you are not a stranger to this channel. Like I always say, like, share, and subscribe so your friends, your brothers, your sister, and your parents can see what we do right here on the Big Joe Talk podcast. This topic has also been in the public domain because we don't just produce these topics ourselves. Are the topics that we get either from the public domain or they send it to our DM and ask us to talk about it. Without any further ado, today's topic is between men and women, who is more loyal? Between men and women, who is more loyal? And guess what? I'm not doing this all by myself. I've brought to you, like I do every week, the best guest that you can ever imagine to help us dissect this topic. By my right, we have the beautiful Faith of Faint Properties. She's a realtor, like not just a realtor. She's the best realtor in Lagos. Do you want to buy a house? Do you live in the diaspora? Do you live in Lagos? You want to get a house anywhere in Lagos, especially on the island? This is the lady that you should be talking to. Best prices, best location, best properties that you can ever imagine. Check out our page. We're gonna add it to the section. You can see a social media handle. Buzz her up and bring that deal and let her just give you the best house that you deserve. By my far right, we have the man they call Pressy.
what's up, my people?
Pressy is not new to the house. Pressy has been here before. And fans just be buzzing me. Bring back that man to the podcast. Bring back that man to the podcast. So when you guys sent this topic, I said, okay, Pressy has to be here. So meet Pressy. Pressy is an entertainer. Anything entertainment, that is your sure bet in Lagos. Event planning, entertainment, whatever you can ever think or imagine in the creative space. That is your man right here. That's your man. By my left, we have the African queen. I call her the Black Beauty.
Hi.
And she's not just beautiful, she's also beauty with brain. Meet Miriam. She's a pharmacist. Imagine people in the medical sector thinking that, oh, this topic doesn't have anything to do with us. No, it has a lot to do with you. And she is representing everybody in the medical world.
Yeah, in the health sector, yeah.
In the health sector to dissect this topic. Without any further ado, let us roll the carpet. So I'm going to pass the mantle to Pressy. Pressy, between men and women, who is more loyal?
All right. Hello, everyone. So, logically, I would say it shouldn't be gender-based to say a man or a woman who is more loyal. Logically, I think it depends on experiences, past experiences, environment, and all. But then, sentimentally, I would say men are more loyal than women. A man is a provider. A man is a protector. a man keeps the house together, keeps the family, his wife and his kids safe. What else? What else can you say as loyalty? That's loyalty for you. I know women will want to come and not say, cheating. But then when a man is committed to protecting you, the woman, protecting the children, keeping you safe, keeping you secure in an unsafe environment of society, that is loyalty to me, like my own point of view.
Thank you so much, Pressy, for watering the floor. Where everybody's going to have an opportunity to water the floor. I'll ask Faith.
Who is more loyal?
Between men and women, who is more loyal?
It's obvious. Very, very, very obvious. Women, of course. I mean, what do you call loyalty? Loyalty is sticking by a person through thick and thin. How many men stick through a woman through thick and thin? Let me give you an example. If we have seen, okay, so what Percy said. What Percy said is that the theory aspect of what men are supposed to be, what they are supposed to
That's
do.
loyalty now.
No, actually.
What theoretically, practically, how many men truly stick by their wives? I'll give you an example. We have several stories of men, even though it's not the woman's fault, it is the man's fault. We have stories of men leaving their wives because they gave birth to 4 girls and no boy. Let's start from there. They will leave their wives and say, oh, she's not fertile, she cannot produce a boy, she cannot do this, she cannot do that.
How many
And
men
then
is
what?
that? It's just a few percentage.
Oh, you say what?
It's not the majority.
Pressy, no. No. Okay, let's just say majority. Let's say minority. You want to say minority, but how many women have you heard that said, oh, probably they got married to a man, and during the marriage something happened, and this man is no longer able to like impregnate them or give them. How many of them do you see them actually leave? Do you know that those women will stay and be allowed to be called barren, even though they know inside the house? Even though they know inside the house, they are not the ones that is responsible for the barrenness, for the lack of children. But they will stay there in loyalty because what they saw at the altar is in sickness and in health, for better and for
Not in
worse.
today's world, please.
Okay, thank God you just said that's today's word.
Okay, hold on. Before we go on the back and forth,
Okay.
I'll ask Miriam to also water the floor. Between men and women, who is more loyal?
Like I said, it shouldn't be like based on gender. One, it shouldn't be based on gender because you can say a man is more loyal, you can say a woman is much more loyal. But if I am to say, you said something, Percy, you said if you're to say sentiment, that sentimental you put there knocks off your entire point because you're saying from a man's point of view.
I be man at the phone call.
You're not supposed to be sentimental in this kind of topics.
I have to be.
You have to generalize it.
No, I have to be sentimental.
And I'm not going to be sentimental
Because
when
you
I
are
say
more loyal.
a woman's nature is to be loyal.
Yeah.
Even the Bible
Before-
the Bible enforces it on you. You are literally created to be loyal to a man.
And to be submissive,
Do you
and to be
understand?
subjected.
And naturally
In the world of-
loyal beings.
in the world of
like, you
feminism,
cannot take it
everywhere,
out
like,
from
every
us.
woman
A man
has
has to
to
be
be
learned to be that, but a woman, you are created to be loyal, whether you like it or not. So when you talk about you protect a woman, you give your children, no, you have to differentiate responsibilities and loyalty. When you carry out your responsibility as a man, you cannot tell me it's loyalty. That is your duty. Just me saying like giving birth to my children, I'm loyal to them. Lie. It is my job. It is literally my God ordained duty to give birth to these kids, take care of them and nurture them. That does not mean I'm loyal to them. Loyalty is deeper than your responsibility. Do you understand
You
that?
mistake responsibilities for
It's
loyalty.
different. Don't mistake them.
No, don't
Okay. Well, I'm not supposed to have an opinion, but on this topic, I will have an opinion.
Okay. I want to hear your opinion. What's
Okay.
your opinion?
She said women were created to be loyal. There is, do I call it an adage or a general saying that says, if a law is given, it's because there is a problem. When she said women were created to be loyal, then she used the Bible. That sparked a chord. I said, no, it's not correct. Women are not loyal beings. Because if women were loyal beings, God will not give them an instruction to be submissive.
Let me give you.
Because
Let
naturally
me counter
they
you.
are not.
Let me-
It is what you are not,
me
you
counter you.
are obliged
Yes,
to
now.
do.
No, you're mistaking the Bible. You're mistaking the Bible. We are created to be loyal. We are created to literally be loyal to a man.
No, you are
It
commanded
doesn't-
to.
No. It doesn't mean that we don't have our own.
Just like
man.
God first, just like God commanded men
I have
to
something.
love, right? And people will say, "Oh, men are not loving beings. Men are not loving people." So God said, "You must love your wife, whether you like it or not."
I
So
want to say
women, you must be loyal, whether you like
I
it
want
or
to say something.
yeah.
I'll give you several instances in the Bible of women that were loyal. We have first instance, Ruth. Ruth was married to oh my god. Who
Obez.
is- Oh no, not Obez, not Boaz.
Boaz,
was
Boaz,
after she had married her mother-in-law's children. I can't remember their names now, but when they were in the land of the Moabites.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you understand? And when these children died, Ruth did not turn back. She followed her mother-in-law into Israel. And when her mother-in-law said, "Go and marry this man," she obeyed. She stuck with the family of her husband, even in death, through thick and thin.
But that's the Bible.
Okay.
Talking about reality. Talking about today. Today's world.
Yeah.
Hold on. He was trying to say
Say
something
something,
about loyalty being. It is over time in the
Do you
Bible.
even know the reason why,
Bible that we saw.
why that rule was placed on women?
Why? Tell me.
Trace it back to the Garden of Eden.
Okay.
Do you get? A woman was created from the ribs of a man. You were literally created from him. You were meant to stick by him. Do you get? But the thing
The
now is that
helpmates.
humans
That's what they
being
call it.
humans, a helpmate, yes, you're supposed to be loyal to him by default. Do you understand?
'Cause that's what you're
It
created
does
for.
not remove from the fact that one, a woman is like an intellectual being. Do you get? She is vast. She's meant to help the man see things he cannot see. Do you understand? Now, there's also a misleading factor where the devil exists. Do you get? Now, the woman is prone to temptation more than a man.
Devil
whether
dey
you
use
believe
woman
it or
pass
not.
man.
So now, that's why God mandated it. You must be submissive to this man. Do you understand? Because you are prone to temptation. Do you understand? We are prone to temptation more than men are, whether you like it or not. But the fact is that we are obligated to remain loyal by all means.
Because loyalty is a problem for you guys.
No, it's not a problem for us. It is our innate, our first commandment.
Let me tell you.
As a woman,
Let
when
me
you're
tell
giving
you.
birth to, your first commandment on earth is loyalty.
Let me tell you.
Your first commandment ever to your parents first.
But are women loyal
Press
these
it.
days in
Press it.
2025?
Press it. Hold on. Let me explain.
Press it. Women are loyal. Now you can find a right woman.
Miriam, let me explain to you the nature of women and the burden that was placed
People are
on
talking
us.
about the
Hold
Bible.
on, no, let's
What happened
what's in
2000
the
years
Bible?
ago,
What's in the
right?
Bible? What we'll talk about now.
What about what happened in
I think
today?
let's talk about now.
Hold on, what let's talk about now.
Gen Z has changed the game.
From the creation, the
Feminism
burden
has changed the whole game.
from the burden.
Women have been
No,
feminists
hold
and
on.
do better than the man.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I want to say something.
The world has changed.
I want to say something.
One house, one house.
If the burden that was created in women, I would always say this, is one of the greatest burden ever. The burden of childbearing. Giving birth to a child and having a child is a beautiful thing. But people do not speak enough about what it does to a woman's body.
Okay.
A lot of times, that forces us to be loyal. That's why you hear a situation, and that's why I think, sometimes you men contradict each other in your conversations, in the sense that is why a lot of you people will say, I don't want to marry a single mother, because they know that if you marry a single mother, she'll always be talking to the father of her child, because you know that by the virtue of her giving birth for that man, there is something in her that would always make her loyal to that man. Women are naturally brought up to be naturals and loyal. We will see.
Not Nigerian girls.
If you say,
One house.
if you say that women of nowadays are no longer loyal, ask yourself what you guys
A woman
do.
can.
Because men are initiators and women are reciprocators. It's what you do that will do back
Your
to you.
action,
So right now, if you meet a woman that is not loyal to
They don't
you,
start to.
which is against the cause of nature.
No. It's not always like that. Babe. It's not always like that. It's not always like
a
that.
growing woman.
See.
Women in the field of women, of
No, calm
men.
down,
Sorry.
calm down. It's not always like that. I will agree that some women are actually not loyal. Do you get? It's not always like that when
But the
Many women are not loyal.
Hold on.
You see
It's
that?
not
You
always
see
like
that?
when a woman
Women
has
are the ones
reacts to
initiating
the guy's
divorces these
loyalty.
days.
Do you understand?
Women
It's
are the
always
ones.
like that. To be very honest,
The percentage is less.
yeah. There's always a percentage of people that are just not loyal.
The percentage of
And
women
when
that are
you
not
trace
loyal are
it
less.
back- When you trace it back, you find out that okay, this person has some kind of trauma that they're dealing with.
An history.
Do you understand? There's so many coming. But the
Yeah.
thing is that
So-
you men, when you're trying to go for a woman, you don't check the right things you should. That is where your problem is.
Wait.
You check for the wrong things.
Can I ask a
You end
question?
up with the wrong
Can I
ones.
ask you something?
And you experience the wrong things.
Can I
And
ask you
then
something?
tell everyone.
I want to ask you a question.
So-
How do you expect a girl whose father left them because her mother gave birth to 4 kids? Or how do you expect a woman? Because you know, most of the times I hear men say, my mother was this, my mother was that. I think it's time for us in this generation for mothers to start talking to their sons and sharing their
Yes.
struggle with their sons.
Yes.
Because they only share their struggles with their daughters.
Yes,
So they're the only ones that understand their
We're the ones
body.
that know what they
And
went
because
through.
we understand their body, we don't want the same repetition on us. We don't want to go
Yes.
through that body. And so when we meet a man, we're like, you know what? This is the boundary. I can do this, but when it comes to this level, I am out.
Exactly.
And that's how
Mothers
it
don't
is.
share their bodies with
Mothers don't share their
sons.
body with their
Only
sons.
with the daughters.
And mothers
So that
need
you don't
to.
make the mistake they made.
Because I think if mothers start sharing their bodies with their sons, like telling their sons how their marriage like truly was with their father, a lot of men will
Let's
not come
take
out
this
to
thing.
open space and
Okay.
say,
Let's take this thing back
my
to the
mother was like
question.
this,
Okay.
my mother did this,
Yeah.
that was who
Okay.
she
Can we
was.
go back to the question?
Okay,
right?
ladies and gentlemen.
Do you even know your mother?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know if she's happy?
Ah,
Do you know if she was happy?
My mother was happy. Very, very happy. till my dad passed, my mother was very, very happy. She has always been
Okay.
happy.
She told you that.
Okay,
I see her happy today. She today I feel
You
her.
see her. You see her.
I never sat a man
It's
and I said,
different from
"Mommy,
her saying she's
are you
happy."
happy?"
But she
Thank
was.
you.
She was. You don't even know.
She's
Let's-
no. I'm
let's
not.
proceed.
I'm not.
the question is,
She has
the question is, can
always
you
been
make a
happy.
woman happy?
No, my
Okay.
point is okay.
Can you make a
In
woman
fact,
happy?
the
do you
question
even
is-
know what makes a woman happy?
Very easy
That's
to
the
make a woman
question.
happy. That's what you guys don't know.
Do you guys even know what makes a woman happy?
Can we get back to the question?
You might think if only money.
Wait, can we?
Okay,
Can we
wait.
understand?
Okay, wait.
Loyalty makes a
Oh
woman
yeah,
happy.
wait. Oh yeah, please, Pressy, hold on, please.
Okay.
Okay. I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Let's put this on the table.
Okay.
Let's use job for example. Let's use a job that needs loyalty, or any job that needs loyalty, and see between men and women who is more dominant in that job that needs loyalty. So when we talk about loyalty, we tend to want to talk about only in relationship.
I'm trying to answer that question. Is it about
The
loyalty
loyalty
in marriage?
that
or loyalty in relationship as a-
the loyalty we are talking about is in general.
general, okay,
Both
okay, that makes
work, marriage, everything.
Yeah.
Why I believe that men are more loyal, right? In the military, we have more men. Not because women are not strong, that's why women too are strong. But in the military, they have what they call obey the last order, which means if you tell a military man to stand here
He will
for
stand.
6 hours, he's going to stand. If a man is fighting to die for his country, all these things are loyalty. If you tell a woman to stand there after 2 hours, she go say, wait,
I don't do again.
I don't do again.
Thank you.
I don't come out. Now, when women also talk about loyalty, I want to ask this question. Are you people loyal when it's favorable?
Period. To stand somewhere for 12 hours, kilo share, there should be faith. And that is not because she doesn't want to stand. It's because of the nature of her body, her system.
So
That is why I think the government made it as men more. Because you men, your body is every month your body is straight. The way you begin the month is the way you end the month.
two
So
of
we
you
will go
said
through.
something.
We will go through ups and downs.
yes, no, but the two of you said something.
Said what?
You said a woman is not created to be loyal, something like that.
You
Like
didn't say so.
no, wait, no, distracted. You use the word distracted. That a woman is easily distracted, and she too said something.
Yeah.
That a woman is easily distracted.
I
Yeah, I said that as well.
You said it.
Okay,
She too
she
said
said
it.
it.
Yeah, I said
Yes,
it, yeah.
you too
I
said
don't
it.
think so.
Yeah, we easily succumb to
you did.
distractions,
So
yeah.
if you say a woman is easily distracted, why are you putting loyalty in the hands of somebody that is easily distracted?
Thank you. They are not. That's because
You don't get
people are
it.
not-
not-
Being distracted doesn't
Ask
mean
me
you're
a
not loyal.
question.
It's just like when you see. I'm still going to use marriage for an example. When you see married folk now, do you get? Probably if the husband is doing something, is distant, is not really giving her the attention. Then there's a neighbor that's giving the attention. Do you get? And feeling no, I'm telling you because we know these things happen. Feeling starts creeping in. Do you get? That's distraction. But deep down, she knows that I cannot do this thing. Because
Wait, are you basing loyalty based on
Okay, so what's
based on the
so,
attention?
you are literally
Roland.
still loyal to your husband. It doesn't mean that you didn't get distracted.
Roland.
Now, what guides you is your principle as a woman. You get your principle, because there are a lot of unloyal women and be disloyal women.
Let me tell you.
a lot of them. Now, what guides everybody is your principle as a human being. That's why I said initially, it's not gender based. You get, it's individual. Your principle as a human being now is what makes or match, what dictates whether you're going to move on with this or stay back.
It's
So for
gender-based.
men, actually, it's still the same thing. There are men that they might get distracted with a lot of big bombs. They have a very nice girl that is loving them, but they have a principle that they can never go against this person. But there are ones that they don't even have any atom of discipline they live with. They can sleep with it. They say, so far I love you, I'm loyal to you. Why are you bothered?
Then that means men are more loyal now. Yeah, okay, what you're saying now, you're saying
No, I'm
it.
not saying men are more
I
loyal.
want to
I'm
say
saying
in other
it's
words-
of personality.
Percy, I want to
It
say
is
something.
not gender
I want to say
based.
there's a driving force for women's loyalty, and that's
So there's
stability.
like
So there are
Oh,
conditions.
God.
Thank you.
Calm down.
It's conditional.
Oh,
The man can be loyal unconditionally. The man can be loyal.
Wait,
Percy, let us
we're not
get your
saying the question here is not who is more unconditionally loyal.
Nobody is
Hold on.
loyal without a condition. Nobody existing
Abi.
on this. Even God.
No, there's no. Do you
Even
get?
God that is loyal to us is conditioned on the
That we
fact that we
might
have to
serve him
obey
and
him.
obey
But
That's
do you know
the
that?
same thing.
Arsenal fans are loyal to Arsenal without
You know that
any
the man-
now.
No.
They'll be losing for
No, do you know that
in
the
all
man-
their life, but they are still loyal to Arsenal.
Those ones
Can
are
I say
foolish
something?
people.
That is a mass
Hold on,
loyalty for
hold on.
you.
You guys didn't
Now
let me-
even you are
guys
saying
didn't even
they are
let me-
foolish people,
you
right?
guys
But they
didn't
are
let me
loyal to
say
their
my
club.
point.
That-
Okay, allow her land.
Wait,
Allow
you
her
guys
land.
didn't.
Men are loyal.
One house, Roland and
Allow her land.
Miriam. Roland and Miriam, you guys didn't let me say my point.
Oh,
Hold on.
men are loyal.
Allow her
You
land.
guys
I'm
didn't let me
loyal
say
to
my
Man
point.
U for a while now.
Oh, yeah,
All
hold
the
on.
You guys didn't let me say.
Okay,
Hold on.
okay, go on.
Women, the driving force for women's loyalty is stability. Women love comfort.
Exactly.
Hold on, can you please allow
I don't
me?
think you're
Okay.
right.
Because you're hold on. Because you're not even seeing it.
Let
You're
her
not
go.
even seeing it in the direction that I. Women
Take us
love.
there. Take us
I
there.
want to take you
Your
guys
point,
there.
yeah.
Women love stability in the sense that I'll give you an example. E.g., let's look at Khloe Kardashian. She had an issue with her baby daddy, but she still went back to him and used IVF to have more kids with him. Do you understand? No woman wants to be house hopping. No woman actually wants to be relationship hopping. Nobody wants to be hopping. Women are creatures of nature. We actually like, so even sometimes when it's so terrible, when it's bad, sometimes we still stick it through because of the belief that it will get better. Even if I go to this place, how will it be? If I go there, how will it be? I maybe can just stay where the devil we know is better than the angel that we don't know. That's the woman's philosophy, and that drives us to be loyal.
That was before now.
No, hold on.
True.
That actually drives us to be loyal, whether a lot of women realize it or not. Because sometimes I ask, you see a woman staying in an abusive relationship, you see her staying in a place where she's being maltreated and all that, and you're asking her why. Why are you here? They're afraid of change. They're afraid of instability. And in a way, that just naturally makes them loyal. They will stick with you even when they are the breadwinner. They will even cover you up. They will let the world feel like they are the ones, just because they don't want to move. They don't want to be hopping from place to place. That is what I have noticed in a lot of women. The generation of women now that you're talking about are the people who have said, you know what? Damn it.
F
Like,
it, yeah.
fuck it.
Like,
But
damn
that's the
it.
thing now.
Instead of me to be fearing the unknown, the fear of being uncomfortable, I will just leave. Let me be uncomfortable.
In other words,
Do you understand?
we're not saying that.
And also in businesses. So because of the shame and the instability that might occur, especially when she has given birth, do you understand? A lot of women are just inclined to stay. You know what? Just deal with it. Just manage it. Just manage. And that's why you see a lot of women who, in spite of the fact that they are loyal, because loyalty does not translate to love. Loyalty does not translate to love. It doesn't translate to. Do you understand? You can actually be loyal even when you don't, because situation has just made you loyal. So
For men or for women?
For women.
Exactly.
I don't really think that's
Exactly.
true.
Okay, you can give
No,
your own view.
let's have finish,
But
yeah.
another thing is this: if Percy is here saying that women of nowadays are no longer loyal, you guys realize that the position of men is to be initiators. And the position of women is to be reciprocator right from the beginning. We're made to be helpmates. So if you feel like right now women are not being loyal, have you thought about the fact that it's because men have not been initiating loyalty?
Yeah.
Because it's whatever you give us that will give back to you. It's whatever you give to us that we will remake and mold and modify and then give back to you. So if we don't feel like you're loyal to us, there's something like blind loyalty. We're not going to be loyal to anybody who is not loyal to us.
So
Women of nowadays have decided that it is no longer going to be a one-way street, but a two-way street.
okay.
That's it.
Percy, 1 second. So what Faith is saying is that the loyalty is conditional.
There's nothing in this life that is not conditional.
Okay, Percy, what do you have to say?
I would say that for a man's point of view, right? I get what Faith is saying, no doubt about it. Yeah. And he says men are initiators, right? And women are reciprocators. I get it, no doubt. But in my own point of view, right? For me, loyalty, right? I go out. Okay, let's say for a married couple, I'm married, for example, and my wife is not working, or let's say she's a housewife. I go out to risk my life, depends on my field of hustle, just to provide, to make her feel safe, to make her feel protected, and all. But to me, that's loyalty, because if I don't want to do it, I will still not do it. You see, some men these days, you see that some men are just
Person, you keep
out
mistaking
there.
responsibility.
Yeah, you're saying it's responsibility, but I'm still tying it down to loyalty. Now you are saying that
Responsibility is
loyalty.
not loyalty.
Okay, if I don't want to do it, Unko,
You can
and I keep you out there.
That is you not being.
You can
But
say
because
not
of
to
the fact
do
that
it now. It's not by force.
No, the fact
The
that
same way the lady is not forced to
listen
like
me.
give birth
The
to you
fact
or
that-
nurture your home
the
for
fact
you.
that I love you, I love my wife, I love my children, right? I am loyal to my wife.
That's not all about loyalty.
I provide for my wife.
That's not all about
I
loyalty.
protect her.
You guys keep
I make
mistaking
her feel
financial
happy.
provision for loyalty.
Wait, now hold on. I make
Financial
her feel
provision is not
happy.
loyalty.
And some men, no, not all men are promiscuous. Not all men are cheaters.
99% of you are.
Not all men. No.
Not all men, not all
My
men.
father
Not
never
even
stole
like
my mother. I
70 to
can
80%.
beat my chest to that one. My mother I was always happy till my dad passed. Even yesterday was like his 40th year remembrance. I saw my mom. She's always happy. I grew up in a home where we were just so happy. So that's loyalty. But these days you see that women are no longer loyal. Like it's conditional. Like they'll tell you that okay, it's financial.
I want to ask Percy a
like
question.
it's
please.
conditional.
I want to
Like,
ask him a question. Percy, when you say women's loyalty is conditional, please, under what conditions do you
most
think
of it is
that?
finances now. A woman can quit a 14 years marriage because of that. Because of say is no longer benefiting her.
Yes.
But a woman can quit.
I want to
You
ask.
see that a woman can quit a 14-year-old. How can you quit a 14-year-old marriage?
I want to
Because
ask.
you feel like
And a man cannot. And a man cannot.
Wait.
no.
And a man cannot.
I'm still asking
If a
Percy
man
some
loves, a
questions.
man loves for real. Man
Mira,
can stick with you to the end.
You know, Percy,
A
I
man
want to
can
ask
stick
you a
with you to the end.
What was the man's behavior?
Sometimes,
Hold on.
why men leave
Percy,
marriage
wait.
because of infidelity,
Hold on.
because of
Okay, so-
from the wife.
So, but when women leave and married because of promiscuity, the woman is no longer loyal.
No. A woman can.
So the man can leave without
Because of
promiscuity,
promiscuity.
but the woman cannot leave because of promiscuity.
No.
Double standard.
No, she can't leave. She can't leave.
Oh, she can't leave.
No, she can't
She
leave.
can't leave.
Actually, women
But a
are
man can leave.
women are the double standard. people. People are the
Hey,
double
I want to
standard.
ask a question.
Oh my
Because
God,
sometimes
this
you guys
gender.
say the story like, you guys state a story like, okay.
It's a man's world, though. First of all, let me
Oh.
just. The man is a man's world. Forget any other thing that you
When
are
they
saying.
say
It's a
And
man's
that
world.
is why we have become
It is
feminists.
So now-
And that is why we have become
It's a man's
feminists.
world.
Because
You
hold
understand me?
on, because when you say the man's word, it means
It's a
that
man's
you
word,
guys
man. It's
do
not a man's
everything you
word.
want. You people are selfish. You people
No.
only want for yourself
But the fact
without
that-
ever considering what the woman
No,
wants.
no.
So the woman is supposed to
It's
stay
not
there
everybody.
in whatever condition.
Okay.
Good, bad, ugly,
It's not
maltreated,
it's not
sexually
all men.
assaulted.
No, it's not all men.
I have a question. Wait. I have a question.
If a man decides to be loyal to the end, you see that some men. You see, it happen these days now. Okay,
A
in
woman
divorces.
leaves.
Okay, just
Percy,
okay,
Percy,
go
I
to
want to
divorce.
ask you a question.
Statistics.
A woman leaves
Women
a
are the-
marriage
are the-
of 14
are
years
the ones
because the man does
initiating
not
divorce.
have
God, Pressure just
Okay,
stop.
what
You're
now?
Everyone is
sounding
initiating divorce.
misogynistic so much.
Hold on,
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Percy, wait. A woman
No.
leaves a marriage of 14 years because the man no longer has money. What was the man doing? What was his behavior when he had money? Because men will tell you that because they're financial providers.
I mean, not seeing women, I'll tell you that I'm here for money. Once the money is not there, I'm moving.
Why did you marry a woman that told you that she's here for money?
push-
If you marry a woman that told you that she's here for money, you said you know that she already told you. She already told you that she's here
Women
for money.
are no longer-
So you make sure that you always make the
They're no
money.
longer ready to
Is there
build.
anyone that is not there for money?
They're no longer ready to build.
Some women
They're
are
no
not
longer
always there
building
for the
men.
money.
No.
Some women believe in your
Some women are
dreams.
not there for money.
Some women believe in your
They're not
emotional
building with men
support.
anymore.
So
So that's
because
they're no longer
you
building.
believe with you, you believe there for
Hey,
us.
people are not loyal again now. Chris Brown even said this age are not loyal. This
I
age
want
are
that.
loyal.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You people like it easy.
Anita Okoye,
You want it
I see
easy.
when she was
You
in
want
Big
it
Boy.
where it's giving it to you.
For whatever
But
reason,
yet you don't
that man
value it.
left.
And now women are wising up.
Oh my
No,
God.
it's not like
We've seen a lot of women that built with men. What was
Who
their
left?
gain?
A lot.
What was their gain? All the women who
I'm
built
telling you.
this man.
And that's why most girls are like,
Look at
so
Two-Face
somebody wants
Idibia.
to
Now, don't
push
spoil the
themselves.
girls now.
Two-Face and Annie Idibia.
Thank you. Look at those two.
After all the building,
African
she was
women
in the
award.
hospital. And all he
What
could
did
do-
she build?
All he could do.
What did she build it?
From African Queen.
Now Annie sing the song.
From African Queen.
Now Annie sing the
If she writes the
song.
song, you know
Now
where
she
the
writes the song.
You know where the song go blow.
When I keep using this line, when I keep using this line, say I was with him when he had nothing. James came the other day and asked them,
What are you doing?
Doing what?
Doing what?
Why you writing the song for Two-Face?
What are you
And he
doing?
suffered with Two-Face.
Yeah.
Two-Face left her. Is it Annie that was writing the
What
song? Is it
value?
Annie that was
What value
performing
do
on
you have?
stage? Is it Annie that sang with Kenny Music?
One house. Let me ask you.
Hold on,
Yes.
hold on.
Let me
hold on,
ask you.
hold
Do you
on.
know what it takes for a woman to stay with a man that cheats as much as that guy does? Can you stay with a woman that cheats like
You know
that?
how
The people that marry King
No,
Zoko,
calm down.
the women that marry King that the man had 13 wives, Zoko.
I want to ask you a
See,
question. I think I read
do
their
not
story.
equate
polygamousness
with that.
Because
when
everybody was dating
polygamous,
we just was jumping
polygamous.
box.
Do you get?
Yes.
When you want
About
about how
how-
that you're like, okay,
Oh,
coming
I
one.
want to
She
talk about
don't marry anyone.
When
You accept it within your bid, not when you should be the only
She
one.
wasn't
there when
He
he
puts
got
you through everything.
She wasn't there when he had nothing. She was
Okay,
there
wait,
even
wait, wait.
before the
Let's not
South
divide the
African
house.
Queen.
Hey.
Even before the South
You should
African
not be
Queen, she
thinking like
was
this,
there. What else can you say?
But what they're doing what now? They're doing what?
Was she the only one? Two-Face don't ever tell her saying the last woman before her life. Saying they got the better
I want to ask you a question.
and instead on her own accord.
Okay, so this is the point
This
where
is how you guys are putting now. You
Yes,
said on her own accord.
yes, now the Two-Face to say the
Okay. If she left,
where you guys choose your life.
I say she's not loyal.
This is the
Even
point
if
where you
I-
guys choose your life.
Oh, God wants to judge this gender.
You go out to work every day. You judge this gender.
Can I say something? We're in a world where
One house.
You go
can
out
see
to hustle. You go
one
out to
house.
Can I say
food.
something,
Please,
please?
one
In a,
house.
in a,
Your children are taken care of.
One
Now,
Everything is
we see,
sorted.
we
Let
see.
him talk.
Now you're asking what
That's
was she
something.
doing?
Can I say
Hold on,
something?
hold on.
Hey, we
Okay,
don't
after
suffer.
all said and done, the reality is, even on social media, you see that every women are crying these days because
Now.
men got wiser. Women are crying.
Are you
People
saying because women are crying?
people are lonely.
Manipulate anymore.
Right. Women are crying. These days, a man don't even sustain a conversation too long. If you want to just see
That's on you
Yes,
guys.
so I will.
That's on you
You can
guys.
just move on.
You don't want to
Are we
chase.
not rest?
You
Are
don't
women are
chase.
complaining
It's
about
just
that?
very
So men cannot hold conversation
Yes,
because men don't have that time
because
again.
we've seen
Because
who
that's
you
the
are.
thing.
Like people are just
I'm telling you, see.
But men now,
The first time they know
There's
you
no time
conversation,
for that. No time again.
the first time they make
One
conversation is
house,
about
one
sex.
house,
Okay,
one
wait.
And they are not when they make conversation
yeah.
about sex.
And you're the ones-
conversation about
Okay,
money.
one
And you're the
house.
ones complaining. You're the ones
one house.
stressing out.
Hold on.
Woman is-
One house. See, let me tell you, with every gender,
Yes.
there is good and the bad. Let's
Okay.
not deviate from that. With women, they are disloyal ones. For no reason, they're just disloyal. They're just selfish and they are just like
God will bless you.
uncontented with anything you
Thank
give
you
them.
for
But
that.
they are
God
not-
bless you.
percentage
is the minority.
God bless you.
Yeah,
Most of
see,
them.
calm down.
Percentage
No, you can't
minority.
say you can't say most of them. No,
Most
you
of
can't
them.
say most of them. The fact that you experience the 20% does not mean that 80% does not exist.
No, but
Same
it,
don't-
thing-
Nana, you don't pass
no,
50%
same
now.
thing with guys now.
Nana,
Same thing with
70%
guys.
women.
80% of guys too are loyal. 20% of them are
Wait,
disloyal.
wait, it's- no,
I'm
no,
giving you the same percentage.
turn it
No,
around.
you can't.
80% of
80
guys
are loyal.
are loyal. 80% of guys are not
I
loyal.
love the fact that a guy is saying that. Thank you. I just gave you guys benefit of that. I
To
gave you
a
benefit of
woman.
that to a woman, yes.
God bless
To
you.
a woman,
I
yes.
think conversation is-
But to their pockets, you guys are much more loyal to your career and to your pockets. Can we admit to that?
Now, see, hold on, right? When I said, there's something I said earlier when I said men are not
Loyal to
supposed
to be loyal to
to be
women.
loyal to a woman? Is
Because it's a man's world.
No,
But yet,
it's not
but
like
yet,
a man's world.
but
No,
yet,
it's
a
not a man's
man
world.
can
No,
still,
that's not why.
a
That's
man
not
still
why.
be loyal.
That's not why. That's not why.
President,
But like he's
hold
right
on,
though.
hold on.
He's right
A
though.
man
What you want
is
them
not
you?
supposed
To be loyal to a
to be
woman.
loyal.
Yes.
Okay, now let's go back to the context of marriage. Since
Okay.
this loyalty is about relationship and marriage, right?
It revolves around it.
Let's even go back to the Bible,
Yeah.
Old Testament and
New Testament.
Testament.
Start from the Garden of Eden.
see,
The Garden of Eden.
now
That's the base.
the loyalty, right? There's a place where they say, oh, and Sarah called Abraham Lord, right? Because Abraham was like Lord over her. So the woman is supposed to be loyal to
Yeah.
the man.
Yeah.
The man is supposed to be loyal to God.
Yes.
The man don't take instruction from the woman. He gives instruction, but he takes instruction from God.
But he takes guidance from the
I
woman.
have a problem when women ask for a loyal man, because asking loyalty from a man is a problem. Things to ask from a man is protection,
provision.
provision.
No, I'm trying to
see,
say
the
yes,
thing is
it's
that
all
you're
along.
mistaking it.
Hello.
Wait,
Can I say
let me
something?
answer.
What I'm trying to say
You're
yes,
mistaking it. When we ask for loyalty from a man, what we ask for is respect. Do you understand?
So if I have another woman in my life, I don't respect you.
If you respect me enough,
You will not have another
you
woman in
make
your
sure, even if you
what
have,
about
you
polygamous
don't
men?
bring it close to me.
So what if I'm polygamous?
What about
If you're
polygamous?
polygamous,
Men that are married?
then it's
What about
something.
network?
No, polygamous men is different.
Yeah.
When you know that, okay, in our culture, these are polygamous.
In my culture, it's like that.
And if you check polygamous women, like polygamous men, they always tell the first wife, I'm going to marry a new wife.
Not really.
And no,
really.
you have to.
Sometimes you want to marry a second wife, like
You don't just bring your wife to the house. Nobody does that.
yes,
Yes,
but
the
no,
respect
but
you have for that first person you brought, it moves you. You have to tell
you
her.
will tell her now. Yes, no,
That
but
is when it comes in.
women are not saying that. I think in the case of you and his wife, I think May was saying that, oh, when you married her, you did not tell her that he was going to bring another woman later. You think when he was marrying her at the time, he ever thought that he was going to fall in love with another woman or like another woman? No, it doesn't work like that.
No, let me tell you.
You grow up and you see somebody and you like, I want to marry her
That's not how
too.
it is. With you and me now. See, if from the onset we are getting married, you say, I'm a polygamous man. Oh. I carry her for mind and say, okay, tomorrow
I have that at the back
somebody
of my
else
head.
is coming. I have that at the back of my head. I condition before I marry you. I condition my mind that I'm
When
getting married to a
25 years or a 30 years old boy will know that he's polygamous at that age.
You will
He just
know.
want to get married
You
to
will know.
a university girlfriend. You will
That
not know.
happens over time.
See,
Over
anybody
age,
does so
over
far,
age.
I have
see, years of
just
age,
discovered that I have
you
a
know what
space in
you're
my
doing.
heart for more than one man.
Collect five.
I'm also polygamous in nature.
See, you will know behaviorally.
Oh,
You will
God.
know. It starts from when you start dating people. You know that okay, I'm in love with this person. I'm in love with this person. Now you're polygamous in
Me,
nature.
I have a big
It's
heart.
just very, you have a big heart.
My
Now
heart
I know
is
you're
big.
polygamous in nature.
Let
Don't
me
worry,
shrink
know
it
that
for
one.
you. Why you need to bust that?
I have a very big heart. So my heart can contain so many people.
If you're polygamous in nature, we accept you like that. Do you get?
Yeah.
For your babe now, tell her, babe, how do you become polygamous in nature?
Have you told your babe
Do you
that
get?
you're
So that she will
polygamous in
understand
nature?
that. It's just very simple.
Every man is polygamous.
Not every man,
in
actually.
nature.
They say, yeah,
They just cannot
majority
stand it.
of men, they just cannot
They
say
can't
it out
face it.
loud.
They can't
But
say
if
it
you
out.
decide that you don't want to be that,
Okay,
eh,
so I want you
fine.
guys
But if
to
you decide that you want
understand
to
something.
exploit in
Wait,
future,
wait. I want to let.
It's just
I want
very
you guys to
simple.
know
Respect her enough.
something.
Okay.
First of all, polygamous in nature, polygamous in nature. I hope you guys know. I want to ask you one question. What makes you polygamous in nature?
Because God has given me a big heart.
Can you ask me that question, please?
What makes you polygamous in nature?
Ask Prissy.
By the time you women start to understand that a man is polygamous in nature, we will start having a
what sense?
better world.
Why
Because
are you polygamous in nature?
it's-
So what makes you
it's-
to want 3 women at the same time?
it's
Because I love them.
It's
The
no.
problem is not
it's-
you being polygamous.
It's not.
Why
It's
do you love
natural.
them?
It's nature.
No, Faith, wait.
Wait, this is a question. That's why I'm asking the question.
I'm asking the question.
I'm doing the solid.
It's nature. The only thing is, a man should have discipline when it comes to this
I love
kind
that
of
you
thing.
said
I want to
A
say
man should have.
something to
A
you
man should
guys.
be
Do
disciplined.
you
Like, it's
also
natural for
know?
a man to
Do
be.
you also
polygamous.
know? Do you also know that? Like me
Who
now,
made it
as a girl,
natural?
I want to say
It's a
something.
normal thing. Like
Do
it's
you
a normal
also
feeling.
know?
Who made it natural. I want to know who made it natural.
That is natural, actually.
Natural thing.
No. When they say it's natural,
Miriam, hold on.
also who did.
Hold on.
Although that we accept that it is natural.
Miriam,
That you guys are.
It's just discipline that's it.
Yes.
I want to say
Just
something.
discipline.
So you guys have agreed that
So,
men are polygamous. in-
wait,
A lot of men know
calm
that,
down.
you know.
Calm down.
But then it
Wait,
doesn't
I want
mean
to say
that
something
you should
pressing.
disrespect. It doesn't
Do you
mean
know
that you
that
should disrespect? That's very
You guys
problem.
keep saying we can't be
Cheat.
loyal.
Cheat
It's a
back.
man's word. It's a man's word, and polygamous in nature. It's natural. Do you know how natural it is for me now? I like dark men. I see a tall dark man, and I'm like, chocolate,
Now marry
my
VDM.
spec.
But VDM should be your spec. Man.
Do you understand? I see another guy now. I say, not so chocolate, just caramel. Another of my spec. Do you know that I see men on a daily too that I like? Men that I see on a daily that I admire. But I already know that discipline comes in.
It's a woman
I
thing.
already
now.
have. So why can't it be a man thing to be disciplined?
Yes,
Why
they
must it be a
actually-
man thing? Why? So the problem here is, hold on, person. I'm getting somewhere.
Okay.
The problem here is that you guys set rules that you don't follow, but you expect women to follow.
Thank you.
That's the problem.
What about they will-
Why can't you me? I dey see the men where I like. I dey see different men where I like.
But I respect you there.
Be disciplined, be loyal.
hold.
Why
You
you
respect your body.
women where you not like?
No, you particularly respect your
When
body.
you know if you respect your own body, you know like
I
your
swear.
body.
You're a woman now.
No,
Can you
no,
collect
no.
everything?
I didn't know
Well,
that.
man
I
can
didn't know that men's bodies are disposable.
Yes.
I didn't know that people's bodies take away.
Okay, as a woman, can you collect all?
If a woman does not collect it, you give it to her. When you go outside and gather, see, speaking from a health, from the health.
Let a man.
Do you know how many women that are damned because of cheating men? Do you know how many who I see?
I just even
that-
like one. As I was talking to you
most
now,
women
one.
you see with
One of
illnesses
them.
that are
You know,
damning
love got
illnesses.
it from her husband.
Got it
Let
from
me
their
just- she was
husbands.
from-
See, when they talk about HIV, the rate of HIV and AIDS and HPV in Lagos is skyrocketing,
It's not
and the
women
people
now.
that have it are not even the young ladies.
They are the women, the married women in their marriages.
Like committed
The
marriages.
married women in their
Who gave it
marriages.
to them?
Okay.
Because one
okay.
man
Who
is
gave it to them?
one man is
And they'll
sleeping
tell you
with
that
10
na
girls.
my wife, na my husband.
All
Because I'm polygamous
All right,
in
hold on,
nature.
hold on. We see.
So you would like
We
to
see-
say girls.
We're not saying don't be
And
polygamous
marry that
in nature.
10 girls. Each of them have one
I'm saying
boyfriend.
have
See.
have
Or two boyfriends. So you see,
discipline.
they are doing
Respect your wife
element in
enough
relationship.
to like
Do
love her,
you
love her
bring
enough.
two?
wait? Okay,
Then bring another two.
wait. Do you people know why men cheat?
See, the problem is not you cheating.
Give us
hold
reason.
on,
The problem is
hold
not
on,
you
no,
cheating.
no.
Don't
You
let
as
it
a
go.
woman, you cannot handle one
No,
leg.
because
a man can
no,
cheat on
no,
every
Pressy, because
Your body.
because
It's not the same thing. Like
In what way? I mean,
biologically,
wait,
I don't understand.
your
You
future,
think I
you
don't know?
go on a
How many
decline
times?
now.
How many
You go
times
on a
a man
decline.
going to come? How many
Wait,
times you
no,
want to come?
hold
You
on,
think
hold on.
all the women?
I'm coming from somewhere. Hold
Can
on.
you even do one
I'm coming from
hour?
somewhere.
You see depreciated scrotal sac.
I'm coming from somewhere. You see, you cannot compare this thing
Even I will
now.
do 2 minutes.
You cannot compare this thing now. Biologically, women, no, biologically.
Why doesn't see now? Wait, let me
You cannot compare this thing. Maybe a pharmacist,
but men are always in the mood.
Biologically, no.
Men-
Biologically, women can take more than men. Please don't go there.
Okay, by
Women
age.
have to be in the biologically, women
to
can
get
because
there,
before
to
you
the top.
even get her to the place she needs to get to retired.
A lot of you said, how many of you?
You
How many of you
don't
understand?
You don't
Okay,
talk.
let's even talk.
But
How many of you men that are saying you are polygamous in nature
see, one
can
lady-
really get a woman
on a
around
physical-
and get her
on a-
to
on a-
release
no, but women
and give her
decide.
orgasm?
Let me show you. Let me
How
show
many
you.
of
age,
you?
by
Say you
as
can
you
handle 100
age,
women.
you
Nah,
start,
so-
as you
that's
age,
how
you
you
start.
use
So
it.
let
Now
me-
what?
now
You know
let me
what?
do-
As you age, you start. It shows on your body now.
It shows on which body.
Have you seen a 50? Can you compare a 50-year-old woman and a 50-year-old
See,
man?
it says
Can
of
you see them?
it
Like
says
or
of
a
decency.
60-year-old man, a
And you know,
60-year-old
sense of
woman.
decency
A
that's
man at
making
70
them
can still be very active.
sense
I
of
think that is a
decency.
trend. So you say on TikTok.
A woman of 80
Mothers
years
that
old.
are dressing like
Her
their
libido
daughters.
is as high as
Have
she
you seen
wants
that?
to.
80 years.
I'm telling you.
I didn't say
You
that
know, you can
trend.
say when it comes
Mothers
to
are dressing like
menopausal
their
symptoms,
daughters.
they feel a lot when it comes to menopause.
80 years.
But remove menopause aside, touch her any day.
80 years
You see her
woman.
in action.
80 years woman.
I'm telling you from a health point of
80 years, mama.
I'm telling you the actual
80
truth.
years, mama.
Okay, okay.
Hey, I
I
beg
want
you.
to say something. Have you
Hey,
seen
I beg you.
It's just sense of decency. And like I feel like you have more to do with that.
Okay, one house. Wait, no, no.
Wait.
Hey.
Pressy.
Yeah.
I see the first trend on TikTok where mothers are dressing like their daughters. It's because Society has conditioned women to dress a certain way. That's why they look
They don't
older.
want to set
Have
example
you
to
seen
younger
women
ones.
that are dressing hot? If
say-
they want to be a young woman looking like
She
a
said
bad
80 years old woman. Say
See,
they get.
even
Okay, wait, so wait,
80 years mama.
okay.
You won't die.
Joe, let me tell you, all this woman can take like one man can take like 20 guys in a day.
all
If she
these
decides to.
20 men.
Yes, a lady can take 20 men in a day. If she decides to fuck with, she can. She's capable. Her body has set it. Just come. How many people does she need to come back again?
Okay.
If you can make a girl come right now, 5
How
minutes
many of you
she's back
can
again. You know that's
last 1
possible,
minute
right?
after 60
You
years?
cannot keep up.
How many men can last 1
Men
minute after?
men are always active.
Ladies are like,
How many men can last 1
loyalty.
minute after?
A man
Loyalty,
at
love,
80
and
can still
respect,
pregnant
and
a woman.
discipline.
People should not carry more
Okay.
than some hands.
It's more
Okay.
in such a
Look
way.
at it.
Faith, hold on, please. Before we run away from the topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in this issue of loyalty, I want to ask a question. Does loyalty have anything to do with love?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, he said no.
Yeah.
You said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said
It
yes.
does.
See, let me just
Okay,
say.
oh now hold on. Pressy, why do you say loyalty has something to do with love? No, it doesn't have anything to do with love. Okay, I'll come back to
depends
you.
on- it
Why you
depends-
gather your thoughts? If you
Okay,
want to
okay.
gather
Yeah,
your
yeah,
thoughts,
okay.
nah, it's fine. You said loyalty has something to do with love, right?
Yeah.
Love, right?
Yes.
Between men and women, this is like another topic that we will deliberate, but I'll just ship it in. We'll just touch on it before in the next segment we'll talk about between men and women. Who loves unconditionally?
Man.
That's a dicey. No, don't do that.
Leave
That
her.
is a dicey question.
No, just
This is a dicey
answer.
question.
Between men and women, who loves unconditionally?
You cannot say a man, you cannot say a woman. I'm being honest with you. It's not a straightforward answer because now, me myself, I can answer for myself. I can love unconditionally.
There's no
I know people that can.
unconditional
I know
love.
my fellow gender that
I
cannot.
know go feel
Fine.
love unconditional.
There's no unconditional
Okay,
love
you know
anywhere.
we feel love
Doesn't work
unconditional.
that-
There's no
doesn't work
unconditional
anywhere.
love, even between parents and their children.
Doesn't work anywhere.
Even between God.
It's only your mother
Father,
that can love you unconditionally.
Even some mothers, as much as they love you, I'll see this over and
Okay.
over. Wait, as long as you have siblings, the love that your mother has for you is not unconditional. That does not mean that your mother does not love you. That does not mean that your father does not love you, but it's not unconditional as long as you have siblings. So there's no unconditional love for
Okay,
me.
now, okay, hold on. Chris
Everything
Rock.
has conditions.
Chris Rock said one thing. He said it is only women, children, and dogs that are loved unconditionally.
By who?
A man is loved based on what he provides.
Provides. Yes.
Which means for
Based
a
on his
woman
capacity.
to love a man,
Yeah, he has to
the
have
man
something to
should
offer.
be able to offer something.
It's
I
not
can-
necessarily
see,
money.
No,
but yeah,
hold on.
just offer something.
Money most of the time, 90%. I can be driving
80.
on the road. I can be driving on the road and I see a girl. I see a girl that is probably even not educated and I like her. I just like her. She
Yeah.
not do anything.
Yeah,
I can just carry that girl, change her life.
yeah.
That is because a man can love a woman
That's a lie, though.
without
No.
condition.
He has a point. He
That's
has a
a lie.
point. He has a
No
point. He has a
condition.
point. He has a point.
Most people in relationship, the guy is always higher than the girl.
No. That's not true.
Most yes,
In
now
most
most of
times.
it now. Yes,
Especially
that's
financially.
a fact now.
There's
know
something
what?
called hypergamy. Women don't date down now.
I'm
Women
coming.
date up
That's a
now.
fact
Roland,
now.
It's not always.
Okay,
Roland.
What's the
okay.
fact
But yeah,
now?
most
That's
of
the
the
fact.
time,
Do you date down?
Oh God,
I have
have
dated
mercy.
down before, yeah.
Now, can you date down now?
I know if you take
Thank you.
it.
Can you
that's
date
the
down
fact
now?
It's a
Stay case closed, but men will date down.
Down. Yes, the fact.
Most of the women we date, we
Because
are more
you
educated, we are
cannot handle
richer,
dating up.
and the
You
rest.
cannot handle dating up. That's the
Roland.
main reason. You cannot
Roland.
handle it.
Which means
Roland.
hold on.
Roland, I want to ask
think
you a
so?
question.
Yeah, I know so. No, I don't think so.
Wait,
I know so.
Do you know why I
Cannot.
said? Do you know what I said, Roland? What Roland said is not true. It's because what a lot of people call unconditional or transaction, they need to see it as a very big thing before they can point it as, oh, that's transactional, oh, that's unconditional, or that's conditional. You meet a girl on the road, Roland. You just saw her, you just like her, just like that,
Yes.
and you just change her life, just like
If you
that.
do not can meet you tomorrow and change your life, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, for no reason. That I agree
You
with
don't
that.
have to do anything. We have them everywhere.
It happens
I
now,
agree
even
with that.
today.
I agree
You
with
don't have to do
I
anything.
agree
You don't
with
have to
that.
bring anything.
It's true. No, I agree with that.
It's
not true.
Men pick women and train them to sleep out from villages. It's everywhere.
But that
Like,
one training
tell
from
me.
villages, they have a reason for doing that. They have something to gain. Don't use that as an example. But there's
Hello.
like I've experienced it at my place of work. Personally, someone just say you're smart. I like for that you're smart.
That's
And
exactly
they
what.
just
That is
do
why.
something.
That was why.
That exists.
That was the condition. Why
Okay, I get her point.
You were smart.
I'm smart.
That's nothing. Nothing is unconditional.
No, I still think that some things are
No, it's not. See, that you were
smart.
smart is why he did it. If you weren't smart, if he didn't see that you
Does-
were smart,
does he need
then he
your
would not have done
smartness?
it.
No, he doesn't need it.
Thank you. No, that is the question. Does he need your smartness? What will a billionaire do with your smartness? He has the
was-
best
oh
speakers, the
God,
best
oh
writers,
God.
the best manager. He just like you. He just like you. Other man they see woman for road, they just like me. No be because of
Change their
anything.
life. Change their life.
Change their life, change their family. She don't do anything.
Where they see those
calm down.
which roads?
Let's say that.
So in that position, why you saying?
Miriam, hold on. I want to ask you a question.
I never see the
Does
road.
God, does not God, do you think God needs your worship? He doesn't need your worship. If you worship Him, He says there's life and death. I
Yeah.
would advise you to choose life if you'd like. He doesn't need your worship, but if you worship Him, He gives you something.
That's
The
true.
man
Okay,
may not
there's a
need your
condition.
smartness, but on that condition of the fact that
You have something
smart,
to offer.
and even though you can offer it to me,
Yeah.
you can offer it to somebody. You will call it empowerment. I am empowering a smart person to do better in the world. He helps you.
I'm telling you,
That
it's not
is
bad.
a condition.
No, nah.
As long as
No,
everything is a condition.
Can a woman
Everything is
now? Can a woman follow a man because the man will be beneficial to somebody else and not
I've
her?
never said that.
Can a woman be with a man because the man is going to be beneficial to another person and not her? Women are self-centered people.
Never.
They only think about themselves first.
Yes, now.
A woman puts herself first.
Don't say this in
Calm
public.
down.
please.
Voice fact.
No, don't say it in public.
No,
What
wait,
you look like?
Miriam,
Look at you. You never love that. Don't say it in public. It's not
Joe,
right.
Wait till go
Joe.
back.
No.
I have come
It's
to
not
this
right.
realization that
No.
a lot of people still do not understand what unconditional is. Unconditional can be the condition can be as small as a grain of sand or as a mustard seed, and it can be as big as a football, as long as there is a reason, either for my purpose or for another person. You're talking of selfishness. We're not talking of selfishness
This one
now.
is logic.
We're talking about unconditional.
This is
Everything.
See, babe,
As long as there is a reason.
I see
what
where
that
you
reason
God's love is
is.
Nobody
unconditional.
loves any man. Pressy, nobody loves any
It's not
man that does not
conditional.
provide anything.
It's unconditional.
Don't
Yeah,
say
men
that.
love women that do not provide
There are
anything.
ladies that exist.
You know why? Because sometimes most of these
I
men,
am here,
why?
I am
Okay,
here.
she just blah 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 blah. Tomorrow they might call you for something.
No,
You
there
know
are
some
women
people,
that are like that.
They
Don't say
empower
that.
you.
There are women that are gay.
You see,
Yes,
that
I get
it's
it.
even worse.
You give them this kind of
Very
emotional
wealthy people.
security or whatever.
They're
You
not
don't
looking
have the
at
money,
today or tomorrow.
but
They are
believe in your
keeping
dreams.
you
Let's
in their
not
yes.
Let's not
In their
break that.
gratitude.
There are women
They can
like
come for you in
that. Don't
10
say
years'
that.
time. They remind you of what they did for you 10 years ago and how you will be nothing without them. Some people think, see, one thing I have learned that I have been told by my mother since I was little, there's nothing free in Freetown. Always have it at the back of your mind that whatever anybody is doing for you, they'll get something. And sometimes that's why I have it at the back of my mind. Condition can be as small as a sign, because sometimes they might come to you with a condition that you're not looking at someone that gave me 5 million. Now this small thing where they tell me I do now, it's nothing, I can just do it for him. But at the end of the day, by the time you look back in 10 years' time, that small thing that you did might have taken a large chunk from you.
Which chunk you want to?
Oh my dear, see, let me tell you something. You know, I met someone who told me, said, this is a wealthy person, said, I don't like being in debt. I don't like people doing stuff for me. And I said, why? He said, because I don't want to owe anybody favors. A person who sees you, I have to, why are you doing this for me? I need to know. Because the person who sees you might be setting you up for something that you might not even be ready for. And someone just sees you and just give you money like that. You don't even,
No.
you know that they're going to take your destiny.
See, there's
You know they're going to take your destiny.
Which destiny did I get away with this?
There's something she said. She said her mother once told her.
There's
When
nothing
I
free
told you, it has to come from somewhere. So now this is where
There's
you
nothing
no
free
calm down. This is where you were brought up. But from my own point of view now, my mother told me God's love is unconditional. Do you understand? If you want something, if he wants to do it for you, it will happen. Let me tell you, if I see somebody in my life, I've met people that just literally open doors for me. And in my mind, you don't want anything from me. because the way I was conditioned, the way I was raised is that
God's love is
provides
unconditional.
for-
God and women are
I
not the
believe
same
that
thing.
God's love is unconditional, even with human beings. Do you get? I'm wired in such a way that, see, I'm a sinner and he does a lot for me for no reason. He has no reason to protect me. I've been through a lot of acid, like nearly
Near death,
acid-
we all
near-death
been there,
experience, do you
yeah.
get? And I'm not even perfect enough, and I'm saved like that. And I meet people all of a sudden. I was like, okay, God, this is my last transport fare to work. Oh, how do I do it now? That day, like I will see like a good amount of tips that is going to carry me on for a while. I don't ever think that no, this person is giving me for a reason. No, it's because of the way I am wired.
mindset,
Do you get? But because the way you grew up with the mindset that nothing is ever free, it makes you stay at alert. Do you get?
so-
even
so-
when someone is like trying to help you,
So it's safe to
genuinely,
say that there's
do
no
you get?
condition. There's
Hold on. I want to say something.
I'm telling you,
I want to say something.
Love and loyalty.
If somebody
it can be
comes to me-
conditional, it can be unconditional.
If
It
somebody
depends
comes to
on the
me,
way you're dealing
Miriam,
with
if someone
people.
comes to
That's
me,
just
no,
what I
it's
think.
not mentally. If someone
No,
comes
it
to me,
has to
I
do
think,
with
I think,
your
I think,
mind.
I think it's because of if someone comes to me now, and like I said, condition can be minute or not minute. There has to be a reason. If somebody comes to me now and just tells me, oh, somebody gave you tips in the office. Why? There was a reason why they gave you tips. There was a condition.
She's
You were good at your
beautiful,
job.
She's dark.
You were good at your job, probably.
She's everything.
You had good customer
No,
service or
not
something.
really.
No,
Nah.
there are a lot of beautiful
Not
girls
really,
there. No,
not
you
really.
can't
I didn't
say
say-
that.
I didn't say
no, there's-
beautiful.
No,
Not really.
even being good at the job, do you get?
Okay.
There are a lot of people still
Not-
there. Do you
not
get?
really.
But let me tell you, when God wants to help you, I've seen people that
Wait, leave
randomly like this. They just get calls. Come to like I've seen somebody that was at
Miracles happen.
what is this in taking his life? Do you get? He was in that situation. He was that depressed that a job application he applied for 6 months ago.
Came
that was
true.
when it came true. See, whether you like it or not,
That's a job
God
application.
works in mysterious. It's not about job
it's not
application.
about that,
It's
for
life.
example.
See, things somebody can see you for no reason and just decide that
For no reason.
I know
Like, no reason
I know
at
a girl
all.
that
Yes.
does this girl is a prostitute. I'm just going to be raw. She's a prostitute in Port Harcourt. She's married to a politician now. I don't know. I don't want to say her handle on Instagram, but if you see this lady, she's brushed up. She just met a guy at a joint. The guy was like, "You're too fine to be here." She didn't go to school or anything. The guy just got interested in her. From getting interested in her, sent her back to school. How's that? The girl is outside the country now.
That's what Big Joe is trying to
That's what I'm
say.
saying.
A man can
No, that's
just
what I'm saying. A man
can
actually
just
see
And he never
you.
slept
see you
with her.
and just
Do you get?
And he never
level
stepped
you
He
up.
never slept with her. Let me tell you. I'm being honest with you. He never slept with her.
Okay.
He's married to that lady now. They have 3 kids.
Oh, okay. He's married to her.
He's married to
so
her.
he brushed her up, but he wanted to marry her.
No, no. You cannot have that kind of mentality. That is wrong. No, Sissy, it's not a bad thing. No, it's wrong.
The condition is there.
No,
Doesn't mean that it's a bad thing.
It's wrong.
You will look at that
That's
conditional
what
as
creates a
bad.
transnational mindset. And that's what is going on with Lagos girls. I won't lie.
Oh.
You create like a transnational
Transnational
mindset
mindset,
that you have
right?
to give to receive. No, you have to.
I wanna ask
you
you
have
a
to be
question.
open-minded that people can legit do things for you because there's just no reason.
I wanna ask you
They
one
like
question.
you enough.
So why is it that-
mindset that you can actually do things for people without putting a reason
Roland, I
there?
want to ask you a question. So why is it that when a man trains a girl in school and the girl comes out and says, I don't want to marry you, I don't want to have anything to do with you, I don't love you, I just want to be with someone, why do they crash out?
Because one, you
There's-
agreed.
there's been an
You
expectation.
agreed to marry that
You
man.
agreed to marry him.
You had an agreement. If you know you don't want to marry him,
Okay,
why
let's
you
make
allow and
this
train you?
It's safe to
Yes,
say.
nah.
So that's selfishness.
It's safe to
So
say-
why
Why
you
the man
let-
train
There's
you?
why you allow
no-
him to train
there's-
you?
there's
You
no
yourself, you know, I know that
So
we
you guys now
I know that we
agree
women
that
are manipulative.
training-
No, we women are manipulative. Leave that one for us, please.
Thank you.
We are manipulative.
Somebody give
Why-
her
Why is it that
That's
you know,
what
like
champion,
you don't like this guy the way he looks, but
Why?
because he can help your family, you bend and take everything from him, even as ugly as he is. You will
I
kiss
thought you
him.
guys said that
And
the men are doing.
it.
I thought you guys. So
In that way, you cannot. No,
so imagine.
that's
No,
what
no,
is happening.
no. You know, I brought up this.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about a girl now
Yeah.
that was brushed up by a guy.
Yes.
And now married her. So I'm not saying because you're trying to you were giving that story as a example for unconditional
I'm giving
love.
you as an
hold on now,
example.
wait, hold on. You're giving us an unconditional love. So I'm just wondering if after he finished sending out his squad, that girl said she was not going to marry him, what would have happened?
He will still not marry her. It's just very simple.
and
But the
you will not
problem
see
is-
her as manipulative.
No, see, let me tell you the difference between those two is that
There's-
the guy
so
did not
there's-
meet the girl and say, I'm going to marry
there's
you.
no- there's nothing-
No, faith. The difference is that he didn't meet her and say, I'm going to marry
There's
you.
no unconditional
But for me to
love.
marry you, I have to
No,
agree. You have to agree.
there's-
For me to be able to brush you up, you have to marry me.
No matter how
Do you get?
small, no matter
Faith,
how minute
faith,
it is,
faith,
but
faith.
you know that it might be
Faith,
so
babe, you're
minute
not
that
getting the
we
point. You're not
overlook
getting the
it.
point.
Yeah,
You're
but-
not
It's
getting the
always a
point.
reason.
Okay,
No,
one.
you're not getting a point.
It's always a
You're not
reason.
getting a point. If from the onset he said, I will brush you up
Babe.
only if you marry me. Do you get? That's when you talk about this. And she now says she does not want to at the end of the day after enjoying the benefit. That's what there's problem.
Do you know how
but
many?
when he really
you, okay, you know that. Okay,
and then
I'll give you an
see,
example.
for women, when you baby a lady, when you treat a lady right, she automatically falls for you.
Roland, can
On
I say
her own, she
something?
fall for the guy, and she
Yo,
wanted it.
can I say something?
Not when
You know
you
that
a man meets you.
I am in. Let's say I'm a naive
And then you
girl.
now say you're not doing
I am a
it.
naive
Like
girl from
you go marry
Igbeda.
am, oh.
Joe, I am a naive girl from Igbeda.
Okay.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I have not been to school. I'm not educated. I'm not polished. A guy meets me and tells, "No, I want to marry you." Oh no, I like you. You're not supposed to be here. Let me send you to school. And let's say at that point I like the guy because yes, the guy is doing stuff for me. Do you understand? The guy is showing interest in me. He's treating me in a way that another person has never treated me. He's seeing me. You know, there's something about somebody really seeing you
Yeah.
and seeing the potential and seeing your worth. So for that reason, I like this person. But then I start growing. Maybe when he started, I was 18 years old, and now I start growing. I went to school. I met different people. I traveled.
Your eye
Maybe
has opened.
my eye is
Seeing the
opening.
world.
You have seen the
With
world,
better
and
view,
then it's not because
I've
I
seen
wanted.
good men.
Hold on. It's not because I wanted to manipulate him. I liked him from the beginning.
Okay.
It wasn't because I didn't like
People
him.
change.
I just outgrew him.
You outgrow him.
I outgrew him, and do you get?
Now you be there, pass
And then
it.
hold on now. Wait.
You are not better than me. You are not exposed. You are not traveled. You not see
Can you guys let me
men.
come?
Wait, let her
Hold on.
land. I want
Now,
to let her land.
this thing, the because I want to believe that a man that can send a girl to school and brush her up is not broke. He's not poor.
No, some
And
people
of-
afford this to it.
And okay, but if somebody can do that, I believe that
And
if
another
somebody
man
can do
can
that,
just
there
be
is
from
a
the father
there
and
is
send
there is a
somebody.
potential of him being better. Do you understand? So it might not even be from the point of money. It might be from the point of this man is short, and I can't see realize now. See, I don't really like short man. This man too black.
But don't they collect
I know.
nonsense?
I liked
No,
him.
calm down,
before.
calm down,
I
calm
have liked him. I didn't hate him. In fact, I loved him at some point.
So what happened?
I just
You have gone to university.
opened eye.
Okay, let me
You are seeing thought that
let me
cannot
tell you
survive.
something.
Okay, so how do you compensate that man?
No, it's not.
Get to that point.
in condition.
To get to that point, how do you compensate that man?
No, when the girl
Compensation,
comes and says that,
compensation.
when the girl comes down and says that, I like you, but at this point, I don't think I love you anymore. I don't think I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
For the girl,
Wait,
Chill.
telling the guy, and it will be okay by society.
Oh,
Make man.
Hold
Tell
on, calm
woman
down.
that's
We're not
No
saying.
problem.
All the
Can you
blocks
calm
will come down, stupid
No,
man.
this is not okay because that's what she's saying. She
If
said
it was
the woman
Annie that
will do
left
that.
Two-Face, we will not have problem.
Calm down.
Because Two-Face
Joe.
left Annie, the whole country must crash.
Joe, calm down.
That is what we are dealing with.
Joe, calm
So
down.
you know that what is safe to say that there's no
Yes.
She
conditional love.
said
It
that the
doesn't work that way
man.
now.
She said that the girl is manipulative because. But we've seen a lot of
See.
women. Hold on, we've seen a lot of men, that have outgrown whoever they were with.
But they are still
Their
with them.
secondary. No, not all the time.
The men are still with the
Not
women.
all the time.
Most of the time.
Most of them
Most
are
of them
That is
are
why. That is why I say
Most
men
of
are
the time
more
they are
loyal
not there.
because listen, a man can fall out of love with a woman,
But because of
and still be.
Yeah,
that's why I said it's not because of
that's
love.
true. A man
Do you
can fall out of love
think? Do you
with
think a
woman.
woman cannot fall
And a
out of
woman
love
can do
with a
that
man?
as well. A woman can do that as
do
well.
all the time.
no.
Women do that all the time.
Do you know why women stay? Do you know why women stay when they fall
Why?
out of love
Their kids.
with a man? Number one, they say, if I go, my kids will suffer.
Yeah,
Okay, why did the
okay.
men say
Hold
so?
on, hold
You won't
on.
tell me that men did not have any reason for
Calm
staying.
down. No,
Men
man is a loyal
The
being.
loyal being, they pity
Why
woman.
did the
No,
man
they
stay?
pity
No,
you.
hold on now. A man
man
is
can
a
stay
loyal
forever.
being. That even if a man is out of love with a woman, not because of society, you'll be like, I don't love this woman again, no, but this woman don't deal with me, tete.
Yes, that is pity.
Even he go cheat.
That pity.
No, these ones are
He go
pity.
cheat.
No,
But he go there for that marriage till he die.
Till you die, yes now.
You no go
Loyalty,
comot.
that's-
You no go comot.
But-
Men dey very very loyal.
But you know women do
but-
this as well.
Hold on.
Can we just
No.
agree that women do it
No,
as well?
no.
Yes, some women do
Today's
it. But
world.
most women, number one, is either their chances in the market is not as high, because they are
Women are the one initiating divorce.
Or-
Are you not seeing it?
or they will say
Women
what
are the one
community
living-
say,
Have you
what will the
asked
society
marriages?
say, what will
Have you
my
asked
church
why?
say.
Eh?
Why?
A man will stay
Whatever reason,
genuinely.
shebi is
He no love the
for
woman
us.
again. He no go comot. He go there for that marriage.
Shebi
He go
is
die for the
for
marriage.
us. But you see that women, if
No,
women are
they-
this.
Can I tell you? Hold
No,
on.
but
Can I
it's
say
fine.
something?
I get what
Can
you're
I say
saying.
something?
Men
Can
are
I just
loyal
drop this in?
beings. Men
Can
are
I just
very
drop
loyal.
this? If you say women are living marriages, yeah,
They're the ones living.
maybe women are living marriages now, but you know that a lot of women have discovered that the side chicks of their husband are living better than them. That is the wife.
And then now they go
That's
out
a
and being
foolish man,
frustrated.
actually.
No, they start. No, you see them that go out and
That's
start being
a foolish man.
frustrated.
That's a foolish
Because
man.
you know that,
But you know
That's a
But you know that
foolish
that is what a lot of men do.
No foolish man.
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
all.
So you can't say a lot of
Not
men,
all.
foolish men.
Some men they
Like,
settle house
100%
well
of
before they
cheating
go
men,
outside.
eh?
Yes, now.
I want to ask
They
you a
settle house. Why
question.
should they
Make sure
go
that she's
abroad?
polite.
If God they do
Thank
things
you,
for here,
thank
but the
you,
family
thank
is
you, thank
settled.
you.
Calm down. That's
That's
a question.
Even
You
your
know-
friends will tell you that, Baba, they fuck up now. I come your house, your children they hungry. Go to
Thank
blow money
you.
for club. Unless you no get friends.
I
with
I
you.
want to
I
ask you a
agree with him, I
question.
agree with him.
Miriam,
I agree with him.
Miriam, I want to ask
Yeah.
you one question.
Okay.
If you're being sincere,
All right.
you had friends.
Okay.
If you want to tabulate between your friends, the ones that had mommy issues and the ones that had daddy issues, who is more?
Honestly speaking, I have no friend that has daddy issues or mommy issues. I don't know. Maybe the community I grew up with, we have good homes.
You
I
have
don't
not
know.
met anybody that
I'm
had
telling
daddy
you,
issues or
I
mommy
don't
issues.
really have close
Okay.
friends.
Not
Close
close
friends.
friends, actually.
But when it comes with, let me say,
Acquaintances,
colleagues,
people you've met.
acquaintances, that
Acquaintances are
have,
people you've met. I'm just talking about in general.
In
People that you have
general.
met that have daddy issues and mommy issues. Which one was more?
when you say mommy issues and daddy issues, well, which one do you even mean?
Mommy
Like
issues
daddy
and daddy
left
issues.
or what?
The
No,
daddy
it's
left.
not about, it's not even daddy left. Because some of them don't leave. Because you
See.
guys say you're alone. Some of them don't leave. But they know that their wives. But they know that
No,
their
I'm asking that
wives
question.
are seeing
What's she trying to
I've
say?
seen other
their,
people.
their children are seeing Pepe in their house. They know that their mothers is going through shaggy.
See, and
Men-
no, to be very honest
Men
with
are
you,
more loyal.
I don't have those kind of
No,
people.
no, no,
in my
Martin,
life.
now.
I have
And
confirmed
to be
this.
very honest,
No, no, Martin,
I don't
no.
have
A
those
man
kind
is-
of
a
people.
man is-
Give me be
is-
very
is
honest. I
so
don't have those kind
loyal
of people
to
in
his
my
home.
life.
Man is a loyal
And
being.
To his wife,
let
to
me
his
see the ones
children.
I meet per se.
I know Martin.
I don't really say
I don't know where
it's
you
mommy
are
issue,
saying
daddy
can
issue,
take
because
into
two people make a
different
marriage.
places.
I can't say it's mommy or daddy. It's a marriage. It's a constitution, like it's a holy constitution. Two people make a marriage. You can't really say it's mommy or it's daddy.
So why are the women leaving?
If the dad, if
Why are
the
the
problem
women?
is the problem is the
Why
dad,
are the
what
women
did the
fighting
mom
for the
Can
divorce?
I- can I-
The problem is the mom. What did the dad contribute to? So
Miriam,
can't-
can I
don't
say
do
this?
that.
So I've met people, I won't say friends per se, I mean acquaintances and people I've met along the way in my life, or people that I have known. And a lot of times you hear something like, at some point, me and my mother had to wake up in the night to pray against side chick. My father sponsored one girl in nursing school. My father bought the car for this person here. My father rented the house for that person there. And then the woman, as a praying wife, because that's what society tells women, pray for your marriage, pray for your man, pray everything will be okay. The children, they see their mother waking up every day crying and praying. How many men, how many children can come out and hear, my mother was with so man, my mother now this, my mother now this. Do you know?
Because
So
nobody
hold
catches
on,
a
Wait,
cheating
wait,
woman.
but do you ever think about it?
Nobody
Do you ever
catches
think
a
of it
cheating
like
woman.
that woman
That's not
that
the
that
yardstick.
is the person that is they are using to cheat on? You don't ever think of
Nobody
it like,
catches a cheating
why is
woman.
that
No
lady
man can
doing
cheat
that
on
to
you all your
another
life.
woman?
You know go catch her one
Because
day.
see, it's
No
easy
man can
for
even fight
see
children.
ladies
No man
we
is
not
sorry.
pushing blame to guys, forget.
What's that one?
We not pushing blame to you, but you as a young lady that knew that guy was married. What were you thinking?
Can I ask you a question?
No, let's be very
I'm
honest.
sorry, Miriam. I'm sorry,
Let's be
Miriam.
very
Because I need
honest.
to, I need to
Miriam.
understand.
Miriam is giving us.
We not
Miriam,
blaming
hold on.
Miriam is giving us.
Hold on, Miriam. I
As
want to
it
ask you a
because
question,
the
Miriam.
lady was there
Miriam.
collecting the trip.
They are not
The
fair
married
men.
man.
Miriam,
They are not fair
Miriam.
men.
Mean that the man is not spending on the family. What happened to
Miriam.
Baby, I give your wife now. Why your kid?
Miriam.
Even you as a lady, think of put yourself in that woman's shoe.
I want to ask you a question.
Put yourself in her shoe. Her kid, like his kids. You see the man.
Do you know
are
how
not
many?
in the family.
Do you know how many
How
married
selfish
men?
are you that you cannot think? Okay, if this was me or if this was my father. It's simple about being a
Miriam,
human. What you don't want to
do
just
you
only
know
do.
how many
Only
married
anything
men-
you want to be done to you, don't do it to others.
Hold
So,
on.
see, that-
Let me first say
no,
something.
that analogy you drafted,
Uh-huh.
the man is foolish, truly, like he said. Only a foolish man would do
Only a
that.
foolish
But
man.
that lady is the perpetrator.
Can I say
because
something?
the lady was as manipulative
on.
as she could be to allow that man do that.
Miriam, unfortunately, I have to
Ladies
say
might not
something
really
to
agree
you.
with me, but ladies are much more manipulative than men are.
Miriam,
Thank you, thank you,
unfortunately,
thank you,
I have
Miriam,
to agree with you
for
that I have
saying
to say
that.
something to you that you are stuck somehow in our mother's time. You know why I'll say so?
No.
Hold on, Miriam. Let me give you my point.
Okay.
It's because the girl, has no business in the marriage. She was not at the altar.
Yeah.
She didn't make a vow.
That's true.
It is a man's job to
Yeah.
uphold whatever promise that he
Yeah.
made to his wife.
That's true.
And for the most part of it, some men, I'm not saying all men, there's some married men who are proud of their wives, or they go out to are married.
Yeah.
You know, there's some men, some of these kind of men, they will even go out and tell you, my wife is dead, though. I'm
That's true.
divorced.
That's true.
Why you point me?
Wait, no, I'm just saying. No.
You know the point pressing. Which one is talking? I don't understand.
No.
I beg you guys to do that, sir. Maybe me.
See, let me tell you that.
I'm very nice.
No, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying sorry. I'm not because I'm talking to Miriam. That's why. Yeah. If I was talking to somebody, you
Let's put that straight.
But Miriam, you know, some men in the guise of those things, you go outside and tell, I'm divorced. My wife, okay, there was a recent one that they were dragging the woman on Gist Madam on Instagram, and they said the wife was going to Gist Madam and said, this woman married my husband. Only for the woman that was newly married to the man to bring out news. This man lied to her that he was divorced and just had a son.
That happened.
Lied.
Yeah.
The other woman has no business in your marriage.
Yeah.
The husband has the beginning and the end of responsibility.
That's
because
true.
the funniest is that you don't even know what that man told the woman.
That's true.
You don't even know what he told the girl.
That's
You don't know whether he told the girl that the wife is in the house. You don't know what he told the girl. Is the girl living with you people in the house?
That's
Some
true.
of them are not even wearing wedding rings. So you can't even put the blame on the woman who doesn't know anything.
Yes, you can't put the
blame is on the man and the man exclusively.
Ah,
Now
you
you
blame the man for not
get
taking care.
responsibility. Now you get people for house.
The man has his
Now you
blame.
know what you carry. Now you go
Faith.
altar. Now you say, will you marry me?
Yes.
What is my business with another woman? If anything
You don't
like
have
that
any
happens,
business with
I have
another
business with
woman.
my husband.
No. Wait, I need you to get my
I
point.
don't have any business
I need
with
you to
the
get my
other
point.
woman.
Yes, the
What's my
blame
business?
resonates with the man.
And
You
the
get?
man alone.
But the fact is that whether you like it or not, see, as a lady, whether you like it or not, if you start seeing a guy, if you are a lady, a true lady,
there's no fake
with
lady
all your
anywhere.
FBI sense,
There's no fake lady anywhere.
within 1 to 6 months, you cannot state whether a guy is married
Na
or
lie,
not.
oh.
You know
Na
no,
lie,
you don't know what you're doing with your
lie,
life
oh.
because you decided to ignore because see, men are not that smart. Men are the dumbest set of beings.
This-
Have you met a man that hold on?
No matter how smart a guy is, he is.
Have you met a man?
Because you guys cannot keep.
That's why they need to catch my
Pressy,
I think I'm telling you, you cannot catch a nigga.
Have you heard the
You
story
will catch
about
him.
a man
6
dying
months, you know, if he catch man, where they
and the two wives, one that he has in Lagos
Which
and one
one?
he has in Port Harcourt, are just
It's
discovering
not
each other for the first
possible.
time.
If
Yes,
you
that will-
you heard that.
You know what you say? It
Yes.
has to
Let me tell you. See, let me tell you.
Girl, it dey happen.
The lady has to be distracted. You will be distracted and how to know. What are you
Some
talking
men
about?
can have a
You
family in
can easily
Abuja.
I think that
And
you
what
can
brings them to
distracted.
But in
Lagos?
his lifetime,
And what brings them to Lagos?
You
And
have
because
to
they are working in
distracted
Lagos,
for you not
they
to
stay in
go.
Lagos majority of the
Do you
time.
get?
So even if they have to go back home to visit family, they can easily lie to the baby in Lagos that office sent me years go and do tax.
but during his
Office sent me
lifetime,
years go and do
hold
something.
on, but
You
during his
guys, you
lifetime,
guys,
he was a provider.
Not just say he's a man that you met. Hold on.
Hold
I met a man. Hold on. I met a man that has a
That's
house here,
it.
and he's a rich man. Let's say he's a rich man, and then his job normally takes him around. He's a man that travels all the time. 2 weeks in, he said, "Ah, babe, I'm going offshore. I'm doing this one. I'm traveling to London. My coffee sent me to UK. I went for Singapore for a conference."
Faith.
Blah, blah, blah.
See,
You get the way this
this
man
thing you're
goes.
talking about, I experienced it in
Some men are
December.
smart.
I experienced it in
Wait,
December.
but
My
this-
last relationship that just crashed.
Some men are smart.
I'm telling you, the guy was staying with his
Some men are
his side
smart.
chick from December to February. That was when I found
That's
out.
the one that said,
No,
this one will not stay with you. They'll wait it out for you.
Do you get?
They will make you comfortable.
Faith, calm down.
To the point that you will never
Trust
ever
the
think that
period.
there's anything.
Faith,
Anything
Faith,
going on here?
Faith, hold on.
It's always in Singapore.
Faith,
You tell me,
Faith,
I'm in
Faith,
Singapore. What are you
Faith.
going to ask man when he's in Singapore?
Faith.
Faith, see, calm down. Whether you like it or not, you were distracted. I'm telling you from experience. I said this December will just pass. They moved.
I was not
said
distracted.
February.
Right? It's a story.
No, I'm telling you because I've experienced it. I have personally, I am as smart as I am.
Yeah.
You see, if you date me, the first week I go do FBI for your house. Like, you will not know. You will never know. I will search your documents. I will check it. Let me know whether I will check your drugs. Maybe normally you have AIDS that you're not telling me about. Do you get?
Yeah.
See, normally as a lady you have to be sharp-witted.
Yeah, actually, I've actually seen that.
It's when
I've
you are
actually seen that one.
distracted that things get past you. What happened to me? I'm dating this guy. He's treating me well. Though. Allah, I just said, I told him I'm not coming to him because I wanted him to move out from where he was staying. Do you get? And he insisted he was going to stay there. And me, I stopped to visit him, but every day we talk on video calls. Do you get? I am distracted because I had some things I was doing. Truthfully, when I started asking myself, how did this get past me? Because it was by February I found out he was living with a girl. I didn't even find out from him. The babe texted me.
Okay.
To leave her boyfriend.
Yes.
Okay, the good texted. If the baby didn't text you, what have
No, if the babe didn't text me, I wouldn't have known. When I was the babe was not like, where were you? How did you know you were so Do you get?
that she needed the babe to text.
What?
The same man that said they don't go.
Let me find out.
I'm like,
I don't know if you understand.
but the way he was able to get past that,
But
and I'm there thinking of, do you know that
there's some men that
he will visit me, and he said he has to go back home, and him I know, he doesn't work daily job. He's a remote worker. He has no reason. Wait, calm down. He has no reason to be rushing back home. Do you get? A couple of times, he's always out with his friend. The need to overly show me where he was. Do you get? I was distracted. I could have picked a lot of things up, but because I was distracted, it got to the extent it got to. So see, the ability to be accountable for our own actions is like one of the number one things that we cannot do as women. Let me tell you the honest truth.
I think I'm very old on.
Women don't take account of it.
We don't know how to be accountable to our own mistake.
Women don't
See,
take responsibility.
I was distracted. Do you get? I opened the door for that. He's a mess up on his own. Do you get? The fault is on him, but I gave that window because if I didn't give that window, they're not born away. Do I?
Miriam, can I say something? Miriam, can I say let me answer Miriam on something. Yeah, there are a lot of women who take accountability.
You've been brutally honest.
See, let me tell you,
Miriam,
all rounds. Before a lady will say she's wrong.
Wait,
leave that.
Miriam,
Women don't take accountability.
Hold on.
Okay, go on.
There are a lot of women that say, okay, that's what he was talking about. Women that are living these days. Women that say, okay, you're cheating on me, I'm going. You're a married man, I don't do married men, I'm going. A lot of women these days are actually being very self-aware and very intentional about their lives and deciding the things that they will tolerate and things that they will not tolerate. But Miriam, yes, they did. But Miriam, I'll tell you something. May life not happen to you in a way that
What life has happened to me?
no.
Plenty.
No, I'm saying something. There's a clause after the may life not happen to you in a way that everything is in front of you, but yes, you could not see it because it's when it dawns on you, be like, did they pour the pour cold water on you? You know there's some men that will cheat with you, eh? They will carry you to their family house. They will introduce you. They will marry you from the same family where they married their first wife, and not one person they will tell them. We tell you a word.
No, I'm not going to tell you before now.
Okay. They are men, eh? You have not just met a narcissistic, psychopathic man.
I'm not removing
He will show you
that
shaggy.
fact. I'm not removing that.
You are saying that women must always know. Women must always know.
That women.
No, you are saying
because as a woman you should be smart.
Okay.
You should be smart.
And wisdom of Solomon.
Okay. There's some things you are expected to know.
I need you to know that human beings have
It's just
limitations.
like when I say don't check your life. Check his phone.
I need you to know that human beings have limitations.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I need to know. And I need you to know that no matter how you think you are good at it, that's why this is
It's always
what you say that it can never happen to me, it can never happen to you.
It will happen to you one day.
It will never, like it has never
Okay, one house. Okay.
I just want you to know that.
Okay, one house. If we keep on, we can talk about this topic from now till next tomorrow. The topic is that vague.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna ask all my hosts one question. Same question. Let them just give.
I want to go into conclusion.
Let them just give me their last 2 cents on this.
All right.
Pressy, from all these arguments so far and discussions between men and women, who is more loyal?
Please, if they will allow me to talk, because they've not allowed me to talk, and
Okay,
I just
sorry.
allow them to have the room. Let's just let them express themselves.
Okay, go on.
From my point of view, right, if you see in today's social experiment, you see on social media every time, you see a woman, somebody was interview a lady, and she'll tell you that, she has 4 boyfriends, 5 boyfriends, 1 to parents, 1 to this, 1 to that, 1 to that. So it happens all the time. And you see that there are more women being disloyal to their men. in today's world, women don't really value love anymore. Um, they don't value love. Let me just use that word. So you see that a woman can easily sleep with 4 or 5 guys and it's no longer a taboo. It's no longer something that society frowns at anymore because it's now the new normal. It's not the new normal. So in my point of view, women are no longer loyal, and a man wants a loyal woman. A man wants to be with a woman that he can that he can go outside and feel like his secrets, or let me what's the word now, what's the word now? Let me play it down in a way that as a man or a politician, for example, you have secrets, you have things that you don't want to let out, and you have a wife at home that you want her to be your secret keeper, so to speak. But you don't get it anymore these days because a woman can easily betray you, and men are afraid of being betrayed. It happens in the world today that now women are so easily, what's the word? I'm trying to get the right word to use. Women are easily distracted because of, oh, this one, that one, this man is fine. So in other words, I feel like women are just disloyal these days. Women are no longer loyal. Women are no longer true to their man, like how it used to be before. You understand my point? A woman can have 5 boyfriends, 5 men in her life. You understand me?
Okay.
So women are no longer loyal like before, and it's bad. You see that men these days are even trying to go outside to look for women. Like Nigerian men will tell you that, I don't marry a Nigerian woman anymore. I rather go marry one woman from somewhere and somewhere and somewhere. Because it's happening that the world is the Nigeria is getting bad, where we say women only care about themselves. They only care about what a man has to offer. They only care about what this particular man has to offer, and they have like 4 or 5 guys. The ladies in the room here, they are decent ladies, as I can see. So for themselves, they are good. But majority of women out there are not loyal. You see it on social media every time. And these days, men are no longer even interested in keeping that conversation, or maintaining that, or say, okay, let me just, men say they work out for months. Because when I say that there's nothing coming from this woman or more, they don't move. And you see that women are crying up and down these days. As a man, I know what I want for myself. I know what I want. I know the kind of home I want to build. But I cannot see it and I cannot see it these days in Nigeria. I cannot see it in Lagos. It's hard to see. Why? Because women have changed the narrative. They're no longer as it used to be before. They feel like, okay, I'm on no time. This man, what are you offering? If you are not offering this, bye bye. I move on to the next man. And it's just so unfortunate. I'm sorry to say.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pressy. Let me move over to Faith.
No, that's Miriam.
Okay, Miriam, you want to speak? Between men and women from this conversation. At least me, I'll be able to convince you. I'll win one so today. Between men and women, who is more loyal?
Okay. Based on the argument actually and everything we said, when I came actually, I had the men and women actually more loyal because we are loyal beings, whether you like it or not. But if I'm being realistic, actually, I agree with Pressy. Actually, we are actually meant to be loyal beings, but now, and due to past experiences and due to every other thing, men are actually much more loyal than women are now. Do you understand? So I get that, and yeah, that's like a discovery, technology. Yeah.
See? Faith.
All right. Why is everybody smiling? I still stand on the fact that, first of all, men are initiators and women are reciprocators. If you find out that a woman is not loyal to you, then you need to search yourself and figure out what you're doing wrong. So as a man, you're placed to be the lead of the relationship and every other thing, and whatever you do is what you're going to get from the woman. Just like even in childbirth, if you give your wife XS chromosome, she'll give you girl. If you give her XY chromosome, she'll give you boy. The way it is a man, what do you give to this woman? Whatever you give to her is what she will put together and give you back. Yes, he's right. Maybe in recent times, a lot of women have started picking themselves first and choosing themselves first, because over the years we have seen that women have been blindly loyal. Do you understand? They've been blindly loyal over the years, and that has hurt them in several ways, from their self-esteem to their growth in career to their lives generally as women. Do you understand? So in recent times, a lot of women are putting clauses to their loyalty. They are putting conditions to their loyalty. So I'll say there is no unconditional loyalty anymore. If you want a woman to be loyal, you have to fulfill the conditions of her being loyal to you by being a loyal man yourself. If you're a loyal man, I believe you get yourself a loyal woman. That's all I have to say.
So on this particular topic, I'm not supposed to have an opinion, but I said I will have an opinion, and I support Miriam and Prissy. And funny enough, even Faith has also concurred that men are more loyal.
I didn't concur.
But she's saying this time
I did
because
not concur.
okay, no problem.
I only said if as a man you don't have a loyal woman, that means you're not loyal yourself. Because men are initiators, women are reciprocators.
Okay, good,
That's
good.
it.
Okay, now let me give you an example when you talk about these initiators and reciprocators, right?
Okay.
Kaka's wife left him because she said he was too nice.
Okay.
He gave her so much niceness. Did she reciprocate the niceness? No, she divorced him. So a woman,
That's like one woman out
even
of 500.
yes,
Out of billions of women.
yes, even
You can't use that as a metric.
okay, let's not use it as a metric.
can't
No,
use that.
I said that because you said whatever I give to
No,
a
you
woman, she
can't
gives
use that
you
as a
back.
metric. Because
So-
we have metrics too for men, but they are in the minority.
No, I know plenty of people that are good men that these women deal with. In short, women deal with good men.
I know a lot of women that are good women and men.
Keep going.
Yes,
for the wrong
yes.
women, actually.
Women deal with good men.
men.
a
Sympathizers.
lot. In short, it's only
That's
the
wrong.
bad guys that have their way. Once you are a good man, your suffer don't start.
No, that's
Eh-heh.
You go cry.
So you go
That's
cry.
not true, though.
No,
You
true.
That's
choose the
not
wrong
true.
woman.
In
That's
fact,
why.
now you go cry.
The moment you decide to be a good man, your suffer don't start.
No, you
And
chose,
woman
you
go
chose the
suffer
wrong
you.
woman. That's why.
You know what?
Okay,
You know what?
uh,
They love bad guys, but they want to.
I
Yes.
don't,
Maybe
love, I don't like
Let
bad
me
guys.
finish,
Sympathizers.
please.
I don't like bad guys.
I don't like bad
Please,
guys.
I don't like bad guys.
Please, now, okay.
It's
So,
just you now.
Please,
Majority
you
of
are-
them like bad
yeah,
guys.
He has
so,
to have a good shoulder on his head.
so like I
A
was
good head on
saying,
his
yeah,
shoulder, sorry, mistake.
men are more loyal.
Okay.
If a woman can be loyal to you because she loves you, the day she stops loving you, her loyalty ends.
Bye-bye.
If a man can be loyal to you, even when he falls out of, even if he falls out of love with you, he will still be loyal to
Yes.
you because he's a man. And we can be loyal to things. We can support one club for the rest of our life, even if the club is losing. So that is just an example using Arsenal fans and
Manchester
Man U fans. That's to show that men are very loyal. We are not just loyal to
And
our
considerate.
women. We are loyal to our country. We are loyal to anything. See, I can maintain one baba for 5 years.
Yes, exactly.
I do that too.
You get? I can.
If you
That
don't
that
Like, I'll do
that's
that
how
first. Cheaper
loyal
one,
we
I'll
are.
go.
Men are loyal.
Is it cheaper hairstyles? I will.
Even
I like
in-
one person
even
touching my
in
head.
your business,
for a very, very long
if
time.
you have some men that are loyal to that your business, they will not leave you for years. So men are very, very loyal beings. Are women loyal? Yes, but
Conditional. Yeah.
the same condition that women place for love, that before a woman will love you or marry or be with you, you must provide
Must-
and
must be-
protect.
must-
That is the same condition they attach to their loyalty. So the loyalty of a woman is conditioned. If that condition is taken off, the way our love will go off is the same way our loyalty will go off. Because
Because
but,
a woman, love is loyalty and respect.
exactly, but for a man, we don't depend so much on love. We use logic sometimes. That is why if I am with you and I'm providing for you and I don't love you anymore, I will still be providing for
Providing,
you.
yes.
That is
You still
because
protect her.
I will still protect you.
Yes.
Even if I don't
Make
love
her
you
still feel
anymore.
safe, even if you don't love her.
Yes, but the day a woman stop loving you, you better run. If not,
Otilo.
you might even die.
Might even cry yourself.
So on this topic, we are 4 on this table, and at least 3 people we beat their chest to say men are more loyal, and we were able to. Me and Pressy, we have won one woman to the
Starwood
team.
is not proud of
So
it today.
brotherhood should be proud of us for doing a good job. I love you guys. Let's go to the comment section and put this, whatever you think, whoever you think is more loyal between men and women, put it in the comment section and let's slug it out. Let's slug it out. Thanks for my wonderful guests for coming. I really appreciate. Please like, share, and subscribe. And see you on the next episode of the Big Joe Talk Show. Have a nice day and bye.